Huh. Hello, Professor Bright here. Welcome back to Sunless Skies, where we're starting from here because they changed the intro music. And I kinda love it. It's got the right sort of unsettling vibe with, a touch of Victoriana sort of stylings. Neat! Anyway, continuing. Now, the plan is for this to be our last episode of the early access of Sunless Skies because, well, we've seen it, you know? We've seen what Albion has to offer. And this is a big if Failbetter manages to keep their schedule and releases the full version on September, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm okay with just waiting the, 3 months or so, a little bit more, a little bit less, to play the full version. Because, and I've probably said this before, but right now we are playing the worst version of... No, don't. Oh, that's actually a neat feature, but don't. No. Anyway, but yes, we're playing the worst version of Sunless Skies, which is the early access version, because the early access version is the worst version of any game. It's incomplete, bugs aren't fixed, there's some weirdness to it. This storylet is still available, and I'm pretty sure that's a tutorial one, yes. Can't wait till that disappears eventually. And at this point, I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but I feel like we've explored Albion. We know what happened with London, more or less, although there are still some mysteries, and I want to preserve what mysteries there are for a future playthrough, when the game is finished, when every mystery has a solution, or at least hints to a solution. But today, we're going to pursue the Clockwork Sun, or maybe something else. It really depends on how things turn out. I did not buy fuel. No, those are supplies, never mind. I don't care if my crews starve. The fuel is the important part. Now, let's send out the bat and see if he finds anything to the east. Hello, rusted hulks that look like they used to be things. This looks constructed. Why? The Blandford columns, you say? Huh. Was there a civilization living here before London took over? Another civilization that I suppose survived under the light of the now dead star. And what was that? I heard a click. Curious. Very curious. We're gonna go out here and then send the bat out and see what we find. Maybe by some chance we'll find the Clockwork Sun, but maybe we find something else instead. Hi, I saw that light. We have a lighthouse? Or something else? I see light. What is the light? Ooh. The Kalot Galp. I wish I knew what that meant. Looks French, just judging by the OIS. You see that a lot in French language. What is the... And now the glow is gone. Okay. Ooh. You found something, did you, bat? What'd you find, friend? Oh. Requires a saying. Oh, but... Fine. Is that gonna be on my map? No, it isn't. Oh. Oh. So a saying is assessing, basically. Alright. It's like you're examining, I guess, ruins. Or other artifacts, perhaps. Not sure. Good to know that that is a thing that exists, but... What did I end up buying? I think I just bought... Yeah, I just... Oh, hello, Cyclopean Owl. Well, okay. Well, might as well read it. Hoot scornfully at your suggestions, it will eventually do as you ask, but only because you clearly can't manage on your own. Screw you, Owl. Onward, to elsewhere. Forward to adventure and green mist. This is always a good sign. Yep. Nothing bad happening here. Oh. Oh. Oh, the support. Oh, interesting. So does it... I'm not sure if these now reveal what ports they found. That does not look like the Clockwork Sun. That looks... okay. Here the sky remembers the sea, how dark it is, how damp. Ooh. Hello. You look fascinating. Interesting. The Home Bureau. You brought a bit of the Neath to... Why would you do that? The Neath was terrible. The Home Office. The Avid Horizon consists of 3 parts. The Home Office, clinging to the pillar of ice. The Gate, through which Londoners entered the sky, flanked by its towering statues. And the quiet sea, whose waters are home to those left behind. Oh. Oh my. We found Avid Horizon. Again. I'm sorry, I'm just, like, dumbfounded. I mean, I knew it had to be around here, I just didn't think that... oh, wow, okay. Approaching the Avid Horizon, the very edge of the high wilderness. The borders between now and then, here and there, the skies and earth. The few lonely buildings of the port face the great gate of the Avid Horizon, bordered by 2 vast, winged statues. The gate towers over the shrouded sea that divides the port and the gate. The other side of the gate opens far beneath the earth, on the bleak shore of a subterranean sea. London rested there for a while Her Majesty was indisposed with grief. A handful of years ago, though, she led an exodus of Londoners through the Avid Horizon and into the sky. You were among them. Do you remember how you came to this place? A memory of light. You were always going north. You had learned all you could of the correspondence infall in London. Your hair was singed, your eyes were wild. It was only a matter of time before the Crown took notice in your expertise. But you would not be constrained by Crown and country. Yours would be knowledge for its sake alone. You booked passage on one of the ships bound from Wolfstack Docks to the Avid Horizon, far to the north of London. What better place to learn the language of heaven than from the suns themselves? Weeks later, through the northern ice and the dark beneath the world, you reached the gate. The statues loomed like giants. The door was open and the space within was filled with suns and stars and the gold of heaven. The Home Office occupies a stately, albeit crumbling, manor house on the edge of an icy precipice high above the quiet sea. Once, thousands passed through its elegant halls on their way into Albion. The gate is closed now, though, and has been for over a year. No one comes through and no one leaves. Now only a skeleton crew staffs it, and only a handful of incomers remain, stuck here waiting for pardons or permissions that never came. Her renewed majesty has a long memory. Inquire about the sea. How can there be a sea in the sky? I mean... Good question, I suppose? A satisfactory scientific answer has yet to be presented. Theories have sprouted like mushrooms in its place. Some say that when the gate was opened, the Untersee spilled through, filling the sky like a leaky tap fills a sink, until Her Majesty's government was able to plug it. Others believe the sea to be, variously, the effluvia of the murdered sun, amniotic fluid to support the generation of a new sun, the fault of the Royal Society, an industrial accident covered up by one of the work worlds, the tears of Her renewed majesty for her dead prince. Well, that's a little, unlikely, but going on. Present yourself at the Home Office. Protocol is everything when it comes to dealing with London's bureaucracy, even at this outpost, especially at this outpost. The acting senior probator is responsible for monitoring all those trapped at the Home Office, the detainees forbidden entry to Albion, with no way back to the gate. He sits behind a little desk in the echoing hallway of the manor, precisely halfway between the station entrance and the exit to the sea. He keeps 3 things on his desk: a wind-up clock and 2 battered mugs. He surveys you coolly. You're welcome to take a look around, though we have precious little in the way of diversions. You'll need a permit if you wish to sail the sea. Oh. I must ask you not to pay too much attention to the cultists. There are good reasons they were never allowed into Albion. I mean, I do want to go back to the sea, kind of, but... Ooh, okay. Excitement fills the white-plastered chambers. Someone's brought in ginger biscuits. Oh, I like those. Oh, ginger snaps, they're great. Anyway, depart for the quiet sea. Interesting. Need a permit. Need a permit for a lot of things, I see. Watch the quiet sea. The great glass windows at the south of the office look out onto the misty waters. There's precious little else to do here. A pale emerald light washes the sea like spilt chartreuse. Offerings left by the cults to the gate blanch in the eerie light. Out in the water, someone is singing softly of home and hearth, and a child left in a cradle. There's a splashing of paddles in water and the shadow of a boat heading out towards the gate, before all is lost to an oncoming wave of mist. Tea, perhaps. There's always time here. The Home Office supplements its meager funds with a haphazard tea room, open for the occasional visitor. Steeped and stewed, the tea has lingered in the Home Office for a very long time. An elderly detainee leans in conspiratorially. Much better than a few years back. It's improved with age, matured. The detainee is quickly shuffled away, so you can enjoy your tea in peace. Cute, though. That's interesting. It's not referring to the Sunless Sea, it's referring to the Quiet Sea. Whatever spilled over from when they made the... Good job. Good. Yes, when they made the move from... Okay. From London to London. From the Neath to Albion, rather. A visitation, an innocuous request. Some time ago, you had to remove a bristle-mustached corpse from the front of your engine. Now the corpse is back. It is knocking politely on the exterior hatch and asking if it can come in. Not for long, you understand, just to warm up. It's chilly out. Absolutely not. Strict standards must be maintained by all crew, breathing for one. The corpse quite understands, although could it possibly borrow a scarf? No, it cannot. Go away. The corpse stops knocking. You decide not to mention it to the crew. It will only upset them. Perhaps it's still out there, clinging to the hull. I should probably be concerned about that, but really, I just want to know and see the gates, because I'm curious. Very curious. I really want to see this quiet sea of yours, but I got a feeling that's not gonna happen. Actually, while I'm thinking of it, I probably should look for fuel and supplies if I want to continue this journey just a little bit longer. I don't see an ocean or a sea or anything that could be described as such. Oh well. Unimportant in the grand scheme of things. Might be up to the north, might be up to the south, who knows? Your bazaar? No. The hungry traveler, please. Bye. And seeing as I don't plan on coming back, we're back. Extra barrel of fuel. Do us some good. Oh. Shoot, did I do the math wrong? Well, bye. Bye. Jettisoned. It might seem a little bit cruel to... What? No, don't. What? No. Stop. What are you doing? Stop. No. Oh well, I guess I had to jettison a little more. That's unfortunate. Could've just waited a second and would've used up that... Oh well, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. An extra... Bah. Oh well. Unimportant in the grand scheme of things. Although, didn't I have extra hold space? Wasn't that something I... Bah. Oh well. Unimportant in the grand scheme of things, I suppose. Although it did say... I'm sorry. Iron 13. Go back there for a minute. Requires iron at 25 plus. Why, though? Like, I don't... Oh. Okay. That's unfortunate. That's quite unfortunate. Does that mean that's not active anymore? Because I didn't... Where's the default hold space? Curious. Don't know how that mechanic might have changed. Hello. Probably something I need a saying for. If it's this, then you did not. Oh, this is something new. Again, I really wish I could. But I can't. Once pristine habitations bequeathed to the skies. Like they just sliced it off from an island or something? That is weird. Because it looks like it just got sheared off an asteroid. Well, I assume these are still called asteroids? Even in this sunless sky? Oh, you found me a wreck, you did, buddy. Good job. Restore a little bit of the hull. Just in case, you understand. Good job. Good job. Alright, well, we didn't find the clockwork sun. And I'm willing to go a little bit further. Let's see what else we find. Ooh, another house. How many houses broke off? What happened? Oh, that's like a chunk of that house that got ripped out. Oh. Are we seeing some remnants of the war between Albion's sun and London? Is that what we're looking at? Oof. Oof. There's a lot of wreckage you got here. Another thing I need a saying for. Clearly, I need to get a saying as, you know, the first thing I grab when I, start anew. Go on out, Bat. Find me something new. You found nothing of interest. Stop lying to me. Where to know about that? Come on. Go find me something. Something else. A port, perhaps. I don't like that this doesn't just find ports now. I mean, I suppose it's useful, but if I don't have a saying, or mining, or some other skill, like a lot of what it finds is not useful. Again, I don't have a saying, so I can't do anything with that. Oh. Hello. Am I perhaps finding something anyway? 'Cause that doesn't look right. Confess to finding something and then it sulks. But doesn't tell me what it found, 'cause, I got some questions now all of a sudden for some reason. What exactly happened here? I see a little bit of crystalline structure. Okay, when you say you found something, did you find a port, though? Is my question. Nope, that's something new. Well, if you're not attacking me, I'm not attacking you, buddy. What is all this blue stuff? Pitiful scattering of plain abandoned coffins? I mean... pay your respects, I suppose. Pauper's graveyard. But what? Yeah, wow. Oh, those are coffins. Oh, those are the coffins. I just ran into a few of them. Well. Huh. Another failed expedition for the Clockwork Sun, but before we end, let's go to Perdurance. See what's that away. And we do have that invitation, so maybe we see how everyone's doing in there. All of London's finest, or the children of London's finest. Oh, no. Sorry, wrong thing. Map. Which is chart. Oh, did they finally give it a... Nope, C is not. M is not. Okay, never mind. I thought for a second I saw that there was a little shortcut key for that, you know, like C, which would be a very convenient and easy way to have your map shortcut, you know, come up, but that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Good job. I still found nothing. But there's clearly something going on with all this. It's like there's this... I hesitate to call it ice, but it looks like blue crystalline structures. I guess it could be ice from, like, water that used to be in these... So, what's that red stuff, though? Oh, I guess wood, maybe? I don't know. Could be that's just wood. I'm sure the Ministry of Public Decency would say, yeah, that's just wood. Don't worry about it. It's just wood. In ice. On these buildings. They used to contain people. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Why were they abandoned? No idea. It just happened. And for the like of us, bull. We have every right to what the... What's with the, music, guys? Daniel's thwart. Curious. Oh, no, back to normal music, question mark. Intro was a little bit ominous, but, alright. Alright. Let's go to Perdurance. We're gonna have a fancy party there, and it's gonna be great. Yeah. Ugh, where the brightest and most beautiful of London's youth are conserved, like jewels in a glass case. Ugh. Ugh, I say. Those are good sounds. They're happy. That little crying sound? Ignore it. It's fine. That's what happiness is. The antechamber. Perdurance is a jewel in the Empire's crown. Here, time is mastered, and the flower of the Empire's youth disport in eternal opulence. The dock gleams, continually polished by an array of dock hands cum butlers. The parlor. The windows in the parlor are shuttered, the lights stained with pale yellows, blushing pinks, and bruised violets. Lit with the illusion of dawn, or perhaps dusk, you see a room cluttered with stiff-backed armchairs and decorative chases set against savagely floral wallpaper in shades of burgundy, violet, and Brunswick green. A portrait of the Empress, unsmiling, hangs in an ornate gilt frame. A few visitors mill about, casting speculative glances at the exasperated butler while they pretend to examine the decor. Hand your invitation to the exasperated butler and join the half-light mask. For a time. The portrait of the Empress swings open and a succession of brightly dressed debutantes, sour-faced chaperones, and prim servants stumble into the parlor. They barely have a moment to rest their feet and take a sip of tea before a panel of wallpaper slides open, the dark maw of a sharply curving passage just visible in the dawn light. The exasperated butler snatches the invitation from your hands. Remember, your invitation only lasts one day. It's a warning, but sounds a little wistful. He propels you forward to join the court in its procession. You emerge, a little tender, into the morning. Tender? It's morning in Perdurance. Ooh, challenging. Challenging. Possible. The morning room is a grander version of the parlor, presided over by the aureate Duchess in her pink and purple silks. Dowagers of varying stateliness and aplomb take tea and converse in low tones. Other debutantes reply to correspondences, writing notes in elegant script and affixing them with sealing wax. Meanwhile, chaperones give orders to the servants and see to Perdurance's household accounts. The light is a flushed yellow, autumnally ripe. Charm the debutantes, I suppose. A gleaming group of young men, women, and others, each more elegantly dressed than the one before. A waning of interest. You decline to share stories of steam trains and sky marvels, fearing they might be too sooty, too earthy, too alarming for so refined a setting. The debutantes, initially eager, quickly lose interest. Well, I'm assuming I failed, then. The half-light mask in mourning. The morning room is a grander version of the parlor, presided over by the aureate Duchess, etc. Oh, move onwards. One of the Dowager Duchesses rings a bell. Conversation halts with practiced suddenness. Morning is over. One of the Dowager Duchesses. Interesting, I was under the impression there was only one. Everyone arrays themselves in a procession according to their station. The Dowager Duchesses at the front, debutantes just behind, then chaperones and visitors, and the servants bring up the rear. There's much jostling for position within each group, according to rules that you cannot begin to fathom. You enter the narrow and twisting passage, stumbling in the enveloping darkness as the debutantes giggle and shout. With each step, the shrieks of hours being spun backwards resonates through your body, leaving you shaking and worn. You emerge, blinking into the dazzle of afternoon. The shrieks of hours being spun backwards. Oh dear. I'm sure it's fine. Also, this is the only one I'm good at, so apparently I'm into the debutantes. Here the curtains are pulled back with tasseled ropes, allowing the clockwork sun to spill its stark gold into the dining room. Where the hell is it coming from, then? Oh well. The long table is set with rows of gleaming china dinner plates, patterned with the delicate florals. Silver cutlery, polished to a high shine, gleams atop a pristine tablecloth. Could have done that better. Servants pour endless glasses of watered wine or carry in the next in a stream of elaborate dishes. Charm a debutante again, I suppose. A florid youth chatters brightly to your right. They laugh a little too sharp. I wish it would show me success or failure again, but maybe it's something they intentionally changed, maybe it's a bug, not sure. You exchange wicked whispered observations on the nearby chaperones and servants. Your companion has a razor tongue and appreciates your keen observations of others' flaws. You now have 2 debutantes' favors. Okay. Onward. A Dowager Duchess gives a small nod and the entire company rises as one. These Dowager Duchesses, they have a lot of authority here, I see. Wonder what happens when you disobey them. A passage opens behind the china cabinet and the procession forms once more. You take a breath and step into the close, stifling darkness, trying not to fall behind as the passage contorts and coils. With each step, the shrieks of hours being spun backwards resonates through your body, leaving you shaking and worn. You spot a figure masked in a featureless black, their face covered by a smooth oval of polished obsidian. Who are they? It is an enormous relief to spill out into the evening at the grand ballroom. Everyone finds their place without a murmur, and courtly life is resumed. Almost as though the terrors you just experienced never existed. I am sorry, what? A figure masked in a featureless black, their face covered by a smooth oval of polished obsidian. What are you doing in these corridors? What exactly is happening here? Look, I know what they're doing. They're using hours to have this day repeat multiple times, but in those corridors, what? The passage is coiling and... Curious. Hanging from the grand ballroom ceiling is a vast Ormolar Gasolier. Sure, its spidery arms decked with cut crystal drops. It casts soft yellow brightness onto the masked dancers below as they whirl across the polished parquet floor. Music blends with a hum of genteel conversation and the stiff swish of starched crinolines. The half-light mask is in full swing. There's barely room to stand, much less move. I mean, keep with it. Charm the debutantes. They wear fantastical animal masks of bright silks, dyed furs, and feathers, affixed with jeweled pins. Curious. The chaperones wear drab versions of the debutantes' masks, animals patterned in shades of brown and gray. They prowl the ball, ensuring that no one is getting too friendly. They're soberly clad, half-masked in bone-white pewter, and standing to attention at the edges of the ballroom. So that obsidian mask, perhaps it was the butler, but then... Charm them. What is he getting out of this, though? Regardless. Sneezes. One of the debutantes leans over to accept your invitation to dance, but their effusively feathered mask tickles your nose instead. Alas, after your vigorous sneeze, your companion retreats to the other end of the ballroom, along with their companions. Well then. Charmed, I'm sure. Move onwards. The music stops. Somewhere below, a mechanical rumble can be heard, as the hour looms begin spinning Perdurance's one perfect, perpetual day all over again. One of the blacked-out ballroom windows opens to reveal the passage back to the parlor at dusk or perhaps dawn. The keening of the hours as they are spun backwards makes your legs weak and your heart pound. You feel unaccountably wearied. You spot a figure masked in a featureless black, their face covered by a smooth oval of polished obsidian. Who are they? You enter the parlor through the portrait of the Empress and limp away, sore-footed from dancing and stumbling through the dark. Behind you, the members of the court of Predurance chatter and take tea, and make ready to begin their day anew. For tonight and every night after is the half-light mask. The procession emerges from the dark passageway into the dusky or perhaps dawny light of the parlor. Somewhere below, Perdurance's hour looms labor to reweave its perfect day. Soon the sleepless debutante will begin its morning anew, but first someone approaches. One of the debutantes would like a word. It appears you made an impression on the gleaming residents of Predurance. They do hope you'll return soon. Even a day as impeccably engineered and artfully arranged as the one in Predurance can grow wearying unless seasoned with the occasional newness. You leave richer in gossip, and soothed by the distractions of the half-light mask. So very curious. This is definitely a place... I've seen this before, this masked sequence of things that you can go through. It's very similar to a port back at Sunless Sea, but this one has a mystery attached to it, and a few more curiosities. Like, what effect is this whole rewinding of time having on those debutantes? What effect is it having on the servants? How are they just fine with it, whereas the captain of the skies is just not doing so great? Curious. But this and many other mysteries will have to be left alone for a time. We've seen what Albion has to offer, and it's many mysteries. Oh, dearie me, I'm so very curious. There are still 2 more regions that need to be added, Eleutheria and the Blue Kingdom. And there are still mysteries in the Reach. And when I come back to this, we will explore all of that. But for now, thank you for your time. Note the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly, and I shall see you all once Sunless Sea is complete and out of early access. Goodbye.